We don't let our daughters know, but one day we break their hearts by letting them in on the secret that we kept from them as they pranced around in princess dresses, that they are not and will likely never be safe. At work, at home, in a parking lot, in a medical office, online, in any space they inhabit, physically, emotionally, professionally. Life's just a bowl of cherries. So thank you to every woman whose strength brought life to me and my 4 children. And thank you to every man, including my sweet husband, who are kind and good when no one is watching.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Blake Lively has built her empire with smoke and mirrors, carefully trying to curate the image of Hollywood's golden girl while pulling strings behind the curtain. But here's the thing about smoke and mirrors: eventually, people get tired of choking. When your entire brand is fog and illusion, you can't act surprised when people decide they'd rather breathe clean air and see the truth clearly. And right now, the smoke is clearing, and what's left standing in the harsh light isn't the picture-perfect star Blake wanted us to see. It's betrayal, manipulation, and a level of treachery that makes even her most loyal defenders wonder what else she's been hiding. And of course, where there's Blake, there's Ryan Reynolds. The two have spent years presenting themselves as Hollywood's favorite married pranksters. She plays the serious fashion muse, he plays the sarcastic clown, and together they control the narrative with carefully timed jokes and Instagram posts. But when your entire marriage is treated like a brand, both partners are invested in keeping the magic trick alive. Which means Ryan isn't just a bystander in all of this, he's part of the act. The same act that's now falling apart. Because the email from journalist James Vitoska isn't just embarrassing for Blake, it drags Ryan straight into the mess by showing just how far their household would allegedly go to keep up appearances. According to Vitoska, Blake allegedly tried to extort Taylor Swift, yes, the godmother of their children, in order to shield herself. That's not just friendship gone wrong, that's family ties turned into bargaining chips. Ryan may not have been the one sending the messages, but he was definitely in the background and is tied to the fallout. You can't build your empire as a couple, spend years branding yourselves as inseparable, and then pretend one partner's scandal doesn't touch the other. According to the email, Blake wanted Taylor to publicly back her harassment claims against Justin Baldoni. The problem? Taylor wasn't buying it. Her father, Scott Swift, and her powerhouse publicist, Tree Payne, allegedly shut it down instantly. They saw what Blake was trying to do and refused to let Taylor's name be dragged into it. And that silence we've seen from Taylor ever since suddenly makes sense. She's not going to torch her career to save Blake's narrative. She isn't going to let herself become the scapegoat for a Hollywood drama she never signed up for. And here's where Ryan comes in again. Because while Blake was allegedly leaning on Taylor, Ryan was busy doing what he always does: cracking jokes, playing the witty husband, silently using his marketing and production company Maximum Effort to push narratives, all while acting like the perfect partner in interviews. It's his classic role. Make light of everything, keep the audience laughing, distract from the mess happening behind the curtain. But jokes only work when the audience still believes in the act. Once the smoke clears, sarcasm can't hide the treachery. Ryan's whole PR empire has been built on being the likable good guy, but standing beside Blake while her credibility crumbles doesn't look charming anymore. Vitoska didn't stop at the extortion claim. He also alleges Blake's PR team fed him false information in an effort to smear Baldoni. Let's sit with that for a second. The very machine she uses to polish her image, and by extension, Ryan's, was allegedly pumping out fake narratives. If that's true, then every glossy headline, every hit piece, every whispered story about Baldoni being toxic looks like nothing more than fanfiction. And when one half of the power couple is running a smear campaign, the other half can't hide behind Deadpool quips. And the fallout hits even harder because of how much Blake and Ryan leaned on Taylor in the past. Their friendship was public, plastered across social media, woven into music videos, paraded at parties. Taylor gave their family her spotlight, immortalized their kids in lyrics, and boosted their brand by association. But when the storm rolled in, Taylor stayed silent. No support, no subtle posts, not even a pity like. And that silence is louder than anything Ryan or Blake can post. If your closest friend, the one you've branded as family, won't stand beside you, the audience knows something's off. Now, here's the nightmare scenario for both Blake and Ryan. This email doesn't just explain Taylor's distance, it opens the door to her becoming a witness against them. If the case goes to trial in 2026, Taylor or her team could be called to testify for Baldoni. Imagine that. The woman Blake allegedly tried to weaponize ends up testifying for the other side. And imagine the optics for Ryan, the man who built his career on PR mastery, sitting in a courtroom while Taylor Swift calmly dismantles the smoke and mirrors his wife built. That wouldn't just be a crack in their empire, that's the empire collapsing. Because Ryan's brand has always been tied to control. He's the quick-witted guy who always has the last word, the actor who owns his own narrative, the one you can't cancel because he'll make a joke out of it before you can land the blow. But no amount of quick wit can save you when the evidence piles up. You can't charm your way out of court documents. You can't tweet your way past an email that lays out betrayal in black and white. And standing next to Blake while she plays the victim only drags him deeper into the illusion. And let's be clear, this isn't just about Hollywood gossip anymore. This is about trust, betrayal, and the way power couples weaponize their image to protect themselves. Blake allegedly tried to use Taylor. Ryan allegedly let the brand keep rolling, even as the foundation cracked. And now both of them are staring at the possibility of their carefully constructed facade collapsing in front of a jury. Blake wanted Taylor to be her shield. Instead, Taylor might become the sword that cuts straight through the narrative. And Ryan? He'll be standing right there, watching his own PR empire crumble in real time. Because when you build a career on smoke and mirrors, you don't get to complain when the audience decides they're tired of choking on the haze and would rather see the truth. So let me know if you think this is where Blake's story finally unravels, and if Ryan's carefully polished image goes down with it. Do you see him sticking it out, or bailing the second this slow-motion train wreck starts picking up steam? Personally, I think he'll disappear faster than gas station shrimp disappears through your digestive system, but hey, that's just me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment, because you know I'm not here to sell Hollywood fairy tales. I'm here for the receipts. And for the record, no funding came from Baldoni or Wayfarer for this video, but if they want to cover my antacid bill after eating some gas station shrimp, I won't say no.